Right after graduating, I focused entirely on finding a job. I wanted to help my parents ease their financial burden. Surprisingly, within just 1 month, I received an offer. The interview had been extremely competitive, more than 20 candidates. In the end, only 2 of us were selected, me and a guy named Alin. We joined the company at the same time and quickly became friends. But our coworkers' attitudes were unsettling. From the very first day, they either ignored us completely or spoke with thinly veiled hostility. Sometimes, when they passed by, they would deliberately bump into us with their elbows. Lunch breaks were even worse. They would sit nearby, staring at us openly, whispering about us without any attempt to hide it. Alen and I were terrified. Something about them felt wrong. Then one day, out of nowhere, a coworker approached us and invited us to a birthday party. We were stunned. Was this their way of finally accepting us? The sudden change felt too abrupt. Even though we were confused, we agreed. On the day of the party, Alen and I even brought gifts. But when we arrived, we froze. It was a mansion. That explained everything. No wonder they had always looked down on us. A few coworkers opened the door and led us into the main hall. What we saw inside made our scalps tingle with fear. This didn't look like a birthday party at all. Demonic symbols were painted everywhere, and in the center of the hall was a giant pentagram drawn in blood. All the coworkers were wearing black robes with hoods covering their faces. Before we could react, the people who opened the door grabbed us from behind and dragged us toward the center of the hall. The birthday boy, a Fang, descended the stairs wearing a red robe. His face was uncovered. "Good evening," he said calmly. "Welcome to my birthday party." I panicked and shouted, "What are you doing? Let us go!" "Relax," a Fang sneered. "Only one of you will leave here alive." Alin's voice trembled. "What do you mean?" "It's my birthday," a Fang continued. "My gift is a sacrifice. You're both offerings, but one is enough. I haven't decided which yet." He smiled and raised his wrist. "Let's play a game. You have 1 minute to hide anywhere in the house, and I'll come find you. Whoever I find first is unlucky. And the one who survives, as long as you keep this a secret, you'll not only leave alive, you can join our family." "You're insane," I yelled. "We're not joining any cult." A Fang glanced at his watch. "Don't be so stubborn. The countdown has already started." We ran. I tried to escape through a window, but all of them were locked and boarded shut. The front door was sealed tight too. I almost smashed it, then stopped myself. That would only reveal my location. I heard footsteps nearby. I crawled under a kitchen table and held my breath. The footsteps grew closer and then stopped right beside me. The room went completely silent. Just as I started to feel relieved, a voice came from above. "Found you. Where do you think you're hiding?" I looked up. A Fang was standing there, aiming a shotgun at me. In that moment, my entire life flashed before my eyes. I was certain I was going to die, but at least Alen would survive. That thought oddly comforted me. A Fang pulled the trigger. Something cold splashed across my face. Then he burst out laughing. There were no bullets, just water. "This is the most successful newcomer ceremony we've ever had," a Fang laughed uncontrollably. "This birthday is unforgettable." I was shaking with rage. "Are you all insane? Who jokes like this?" Furious, I stormed toward the main hall to find Alen and explain everything. But the moment I entered, all my anger vanished. The floor was covered with bodies. Our coworkers lay torn apart, blood everywhere. The scene was beyond horrifying. My voice trembled as I asked a Fang, "Is this also part of the ceremony?" I don't know, a Fang whispered, his face pale. Suddenly, the lights went out. A few seconds later, they came back on. A Fang was lying on the floor. His throat had been slit open. Blood pooled beneath him. I heard movement ahead. At the center of the pentagram stood a man laughing loudly. It was Lin. "They told you, right?" I said, forcing calm. "It was just a prank." Lin's smile twisted into something unnatural. "You really thought this was a joke?" he continued calmly. "I knew from the beginning they were fake believers, because I am the real follower of this faith." I stepped back in terror. You killed them?" Lin nodded. "Faith is sacred, devout. They dared to mock it, so I gave them a birthday they'd never forget." He began walking toward me. With every step, the floor shook. Objects floated into the air. The faces and the portraits on the walls came alive, staring directly at me. "Why don't you join us too?" Suddenly, an invisible force lifted me and violently threw me toward the front door. My body smashed through the door, flying across 2 rooms before slamming into the ground. Pain exploded through me. I lay outside waiting for Lin to follow. Nothing happened. Then, his voice echoed from inside. "See you at work tomorrow, and don't think about quitting." After that night, I kept going to work as if nothing had happened. Lin spoke to me normally, just like before, as if the massacre had never occurred. Sometimes he would look at me with a prankster smile, as if mocking my fear. The same day, the boss announced the company would be hiring new employees. Later, Lin walked up to me, smiling. "We're finally not the newcomers anymore," he said.